So guys, how you all doing? I thought I'd record a quick little video. I've been out of touch for a while, haven't I? And I've changed a bit. It's still me. I'm not a clone. So yeah, still me, just no black hair, as you can see. And I just wanted to hope and wish you all a very good December. It seems that the energies are flattening a lot of us, and I don't think it's the normal Christmas rush. I actually think there's something going on that's really heavy, and something's afoot, and I think a lot of us are really feeling it. There are some of us who feel it more than others, and I myself personally, I don't think it's just the energy. I think I'm just burnt out. So I did put a video out a few weeks ago for my patrons that explained what was going on, and for myself, just as each day goes past, I start to see more and more just how absolutely burnt out I am. And you know, this is over 2 years of me working non-stop for everybody, and my brain is just mush, and I just realized just how much I've given and given and given and given and given to people, and I just feel like I have to recalibrate. And just before I put out one of Gordon Smith's video, and it was exactly what's been going through my head for the last few weeks, trying to understand what the past 2 years were about. And I've started to realize just how, you know, how so much was promised and so much was speculated on, and I started to consider it. I was like, Jesus, this is like a really weird cult kind of mentality. And I started thinking and re-examining a lot of the things that I was sort of pulled into and things that I had questioned, and it just keeps going back to the same thing, which is going within. And even right now for myself, the only thing that's helping me is to focus on the now and to recalibrate and reassess and focus on very simple, mundane, everyday tasks rather than speculate about what's coming next. If you were to shut yourself off from the world for a few weeks and just go quiet and focus on your family and your loved ones, would you know about the political situations and the speculations of doom and gloom out there? I was thinking about this the other day about, you know, all of these people telling me that there's food shortages are coming and that there's going to be a stock market crash and there's going to be this epic thing that's going to come. And I kept thinking, but they always say this. They keep saying this. They keep saying that there's going to be another thing coming, or, you know, this new financial system's coming, or it's always the same promise. And just like Gordon Smith said in his last video, it's very much like the Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, I was unfortunately exposed to that religion from a young age. I have a lot of friends and family who are still in it or were part of it, and it was always the same. Promises, 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 doom and gloom, and nothing ever came of any of it. I remember back in the early 80s, they were saying Armageddon was coming. Now that's 40 years ago nearly, right? And it was the same back then. It was like, it's coming, it's coming, it's the end of times. And back then, the proof that it was going to be the end of times was AIDS was a big thing, or, you know, that Ronald Reagan had his finger on the button, and it was always something coming. And what I've realized is, sorry, I dropped my phone. What I've realized is, in this whole shit show, and I realized it long ago when I kept telling everyone to go within. You can go back to some of my very first videos, and I was saying it back then. There is no guru, there is no savior. Focus on yourself, focus within. And the videos that I did put out back at the end of 2020 when I first started my channel, where I kind of regret what I said, because it was almost like people were demanding to know what was coming next. And when I didn't follow my instinct and I did what other people wanted me to do, I regretted it, you know, because all I was doing was just trying to put out the things that I was passionate about and talk about things like meditation and psychic things that I was seeing and remote viewing and spiritual practices that assist you in becoming a better person. That's what I was all about. And then I got pulled into this other thing. And it was by other people and what they wanted. And they tried to pull me into their narrative and get me on their shows because they wanted me to talk about their agendas. And to be honest with you, I pulled away from that pretty quickly and kept doing my own thing. The problem is those first few videos stuck, right? And everybody associated me with these people who got me on their shows very early on. And I'm just a person who had an opinion, who started a channel, and everybody could see from my opinion that it fit in with whatever they wanted me to talk about, that they agreed with. And I feel like that's what happened. I feel like I got pulled in all these directions, but in the end, I was still always just myself. And the other thing that motivated me the most was to be there for other people, to see where I could feel and sense hope, and where I could help people in understanding how to take back their own power and become sovereign and become more empowered and more knowledgeable about how to help themselves. That's pretty much what I'm all about and what I always stand for and will always stand for. And that's what it comes down to. But what happened over time was that I kept being motivated by what other people needed and all the people that were in trouble. And still to this day, I do it on an individual level. Like, I see people in trouble and I run to their aid and I try and help them. And I just feel like I was giving so much and I have nothing left to give. I'm exhausted. I'm absolutely exhausted. I'm so wiped out. There's been days where I've just been bedridden and I can't move. And that's not a good thing when you've got a kid with high needs. And I don't think people understand what I am going through and what I have been through. And when you've got a kid with special needs who is like right now just walking in the room because she's always needing me, it's a full-time job. And then when you add to this you know, the social media aspect and the demands of hundreds of thousands of people, it becomes a lot for someone to take on board. And so that's what's happened with me. And now it's time that I had a little tiny break, and that's what I've done over the last few weeks. And to be honest with you, the break is still not doing what it's supposed to do. I don't feel like I've had a break. People think, oh, she's just going to have a little 1 week holiday and she'll be back and she'll be fine. And I'm still not fine. I'm still burnt out. I'm still exhausted, and I'm still trying to assess what I'm going to do next. But I will tell you this. I'm not going anywhere. I am extremely I've got a lot of ideas about what I want to do next, and people I want to talk to, and directions I want to go in. And for me, it's not about knowing everything, because a lot of you look to me for answers, and I've got to tell you, I don't have all the answers. I just don't. I don't have all the answers. I'm exploring it just like you are. But I do know that there are fundamental things that I focus on, and that is about focusing on my own journey, going inward, and really trying to foster that protection of my energetic space and setting boundaries and trying to remain in a state of living in the now moment. That's basically it. Each moment is different. Nothing is perfection. Nobody has all the answers. Everybody fucks up. Everybody makes a mistake. And anyone who claims to have all the answers, I would steer well away of. Nobody has all the answers, but I'm willing to make mistakes with you, and I'm willing to try and explore the answers and try to explore and find people who may help us on our journey. That's what I'm here for. Okay, I'm going to see you later. Love you all very, very much. And I hope you have a wonderful Christmas if I don't speak to you before then. But I will be uploading more of my Anastasia videos as I've recorded all of them. And I hope you can continue on the journey with me and just stay tuned. Like I said, I've been shadow banned many, many times. I still am. Nobody's getting notifications. Most people are not getting notifications for my videos. So please stay subscribed to my mailing list and to my YouTube channel until further notice. Okay, I'll see you later.